Hi there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of April 11th through 17th of 2022. So I'm sure you're noticing that I have a different camera angle this time. So I had a request to make it so that the person could see the whole spread as it's out. And so I changed the camera around and see how this is going to work. And you let me know, please, if you like it this way or you prefer it the other way. So we'll do it this way for this week, and then I'll see what people have said. Ah, darn it. Okay, hang on. I will try and get that card without banging the camera. This is a little tricky. There, I got it. I did it. Now, we just need one more card for this spread this time. And so, as always, this is a general angel card reading. That means it's a group reading. So any parts of this that you don't feel that you resonate with, that's totally fine. Just leave it as it is. Sorry, I'm trying to put my chair back. There we go. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Oh, yeah, this is a deep week for you, right? Okay, so first of all, so on these cards, when it says God, right? So many people do use the word God, the title God. If you don't, perhaps you use source or universe or higher self or intuition, consciousness. You know, whatever language you use is the same. We're talking about the same thing. We're just using different language, right? So you take that, how it resonates for you. This is, let me just read these words here. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. There is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. So it feels like you've been kind of thinking, there could be different extremes or ranges of this, but it's like you're worried in a way about your abundance. You're certainly conscious of it, right? Of how much money is coming in, how much is going out, whether it's going to last, whether it's going to stay this way, or the concern always is that you will end up with not enough, right? And so your angels just want you to be supremely aware that there is always plenty available, right? So whatever it is that you need, ask for it. Ask your angels, your angel team, your source energy, ask for more abundance if that's what you feel you need and you want. And, don't be scared to ask for more than you think you need. There's nothing wrong with that, right? You can have as much as you want. There is no limit to what can be created, and there is no limit to what can come to you. You don't need to prove that you're worthy. We've all kind of been taught that in some way, whether on purpose or accidentally, but it's like we have to earn anything that we have or that we get, right? And okay, in a way, I guess that if you sit at home and you expect, I don't know, millions and millions of dollars to come to you when you're not willing to budge or even get up off your couch, probably that won't really happen. You do have to be in the flow. You have to be receptive. There has to be some give and take just to create balance in the energy, right? But that's not the same as having to work so hard that you are completely depleted. Did I say that well? Do you understand what the angels mean by that? You don't. There is plenty for all, and you deserve it just as much as anyone else does. It feels like that's a concept that you have I guess I could say struggled with. It's your angels want you to understand that you are this amazing human being. They're showing me how beautiful you are and how deserving you are, and that you have this kind of belief that you maybe don't deserve more, or and yet okay, now they're showing me that you've been making quite a bit of progress. Yeah, good job. Good job. That you've made quite a bit of progress in the way you think about that, in releasing those old belief patterns. And so things have been changing for you, that you've been able to receive more beautiful, amazing prosperity than before. Good job. Good for you. That's so awesome. Okay, now it is time to look after you. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go here first, because we were just talking about this, the deservingness. Absolutely, you deserve it. So this is like whenever you're kind of busy, you're occupied, you've got stuff to do, and you're feeling confident, you know what you're doing, you know how you're doing it. That's when you are in the flow. The times that you're feeling uncertain, or lacking confidence in what you're doing, or things like that you're just you feel unsure of your footing, that's when you're out of the flow. And when you're out of the flow, you're feeling like you don't deserve the good stuff to come to you. So anytime you're feeling out of the flow, that you're feeling uncertain, or any of those other things, try to remind yourself how good you are at what you do. Now, you're not perfect. You're human. I mean, nobody is perfect at what they do. But you're really talented, and you're very knowledgeable. And so when you can remind yourself of how good you are at that, that's when you're more in the flow. It feels good, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, kind of in a way along those same lines, we'll get to this part later. When you are thinking about, your finances and your prosperity flow and the things that are coming to you, yes, there are bills. Absolutely, you got to make rent or mortgage or whatever to keep your home around you, right? Yeah, you got to pay the bills and whatever. The suggestion is, and it is a suggestion, whatever form you've chosen to put your excess money into, do that first. So, let's just say every paycheck you're putting away $100. I don't know what you're doing, but those are just even numbers. And so every single paycheck, you can prearrange this. You can set this up at your bank, where the same day that is your payday, that your bank automatically, as soon as your paycheck goes in, they put $100 somewhere into this secure place that will go into an investment maybe, or that you will, I don't even know what you would do with it. That's like, they're not giving me, there's no specific financial advice here, right? There are financial experts to do that for you. And so maybe you want to meet with somebody like that. But wherever you're saving that money into, do that first. And that way, when you even look at your bank account later in the day, you see, oh yeah, my paycheck went in there. Okay, good. This is what I've got. You don't even miss that $100. I'm serious. You don't even miss it. Where if you make it so that you have to transfer that money physically, your own self, sometimes you're going to say, oh man, I was hoping to lay in some extra groceries, so I'm not going to do that this time. And it's really easy to just always have something else to spend it on, right? But if you do it automatically, do it first, then you don't miss it. So that's the advice. Okay. All right. So now, yeah, here is real stuff. Look after yourself. You need to look after yourself. It feels like you're depleted. Feels like you're tired. Oh, like things that are normally you can handle just fine. Just now you're having a harder time handling it. It's because you're too tired. You're getting worn out. So you take what you need, within limits. I know not everybody can just drop everything and take a 2-week vacation, right? Even though you might feel that's what you need. But what you can do is have an extra sleep. Maybe you can schedule a massage. Maybe you can have a night out with friends or an afternoon with friends, like whatever it works for you. Maybe you can just hang out with your mom for a while, and just feel nurtured. Hopefully she's a nurturing type. And, whatever it is you need to feel safe, to feel nurtured, to feel secure, do that. Do that. You're feeling a little rocky, a little off balance. You need to look after you. You're number one. Okay. Now, expression. How do you express yourself? Some people use clothing. Some people, in fact, probably most people use clothing. Just for some people it's flamboyant, and other people it's absolutely calm and quiet and everything in between, right? But so how do you use, or how do you express yourself? Do you, are you confident in your words when you're speaking? Do you understand that you do know what you're talking about? Do you use art forms to express yourself? Do you use the way you walk, the places you choose to go, right? Understand that all of those things, to anybody who chooses to observe, those are all forms of personal expression for you, for everybody. And so the message here is to make sure that your expression is actually indicative of you. Sometimes we fall into something, we fall into a way of dressing because, somebody gave us some clothing and it fits. So we wear it, even though we're like, I wouldn't have really chosen that. You know what? You can afford to just choose to wear what you like. Excuse me 1 second. Pardon me. And so that indicates to me that you need to do a little bit of clearing around how you have been expressing yourself lately, because it's not quite working for you. Yeah, it seems pretty close, but you could do some clearing, and that will make it a more natural, easy thing for you, the way you're communicating. Okay. Pardon me. And so here we have this, again, like this deservingness, this considering yourself first, this looking after yourself. You are amazing. Your angels keep saying this over and over and over. And they're telling me that, yes, you are getting the message, and keep going, because, wow, you are this, I'm out of words. Like every descriptive word that I can think of, yes, is applicable, but so is every other one, right? You're smart, you're beautiful, you're capable, you're able to decipher what's going on. You have discernment. You are active. You are healthy. You're, all that stuff, everything is coming to mind. Absolutely everything. Like, it doesn't stop ever. And this is all talking about you. You have everything that it takes to be this absolutely thriving fabulous, crazy, amazing person. And you seem to be stifling it a little bit still, maybe more than a little bit for some people. And so just let yourself believe in yourself and relax, because no, it's nobody else's business, what you're doing or how you're doing it. You can just relax. Nobody's watching you. Nobody is being critical. If they are, they can go somewhere else to do that, right? You're fabulous. You got it made, babe. Okay. All right. So here, I'll grab the daily guidance cards, and we'll see what's one last piece of wisdom that your angels would like for you to know today. And okay, there we go. Ah, blessing in disguise. I love this card. Partly this means that something that you want, that you've been picturing, that you're, trying to control or you're trying to bring about in some way, is probably not going to happen. So, there'll be maybe a feeling of disappointment or of frustration that, that didn't work the way you wanted it to, or something like that. But trust me, this is in your best interest. If you had managed to manifest that and create it and got it and, pushed it hard enough and now here it is, it wouldn't really be what it was cracked up to be, right? You'd be disappointed. You would end up going, oh my gosh, why did I want that? So the fact that it's not coming to you in that way is an absolute blessing. And it makes way for it to come to you in the better way, in the way that's in your interest, right? So be thankful. It's beautiful. Okay, Sagittarius, thank you so much. I appreciate you just more than you can possibly know. And I love you. And I will see you next week.